Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to another session of Mathematics is Fun with Sir Jarish. We'll be looking at a new topic from what we did last time, but very similar. And we'll be using a very different approach from what we did last time. This approach will be fun, interactive, and we'll be learning a lot of things. At the end of this lesson today, you'll be able to define what is 1/8 and 1/16. We'll be able to apply these fractions into real life situation, and we will be able to identify these fractions quickly. For our topic, I wouldn't be telling you directly as for always. We will be finding what the topic is together. You remember last time I gave you homework, and from that homework, I know that you all did it. Am I correct? Good, everybody did their homework. From the information that you gathered in the research on your homework, we're going to pick out keywords, key concepts, and what you understand, and put them together and formulate our topic and see what we find. Okay, so by the show of hands, we are going to participate and you're going to tell me what are some key concepts or some keywords that stood out to you from doing this homework research. Okay, so any volunteers? Right, I see in a hand here. This is Jacob. Okay, go ahead, Jacob. Yes, 1/8 and 1/16. Good. Jacob knows the name of the fraction. That's very good. Did anyone else knew that? That's okay. That's good. That's good. So the name of the fraction. Okay. Anyone else? What did you gather from your homework research? Okay, Cynthia, go ahead. That's very good. Very good. Cynthia is saying 1/8 and 1/16 of a whole. That's very good, Cynthia. Very good. Very good. Our topic for today is identifying 1/8 and 1/16 of a whole. I'll put this up right here. Everybody can see that. We will copy it. Identifying 1/8 and 1/16 of a whole. Okay, so now for the main question. What is 1/8 and what is 1/16 of a whole? What is 1/8? Anyone want to try? Yes, Raphael. 1/8 is very good. 8 parts of a whole. Yes, very good. When a fraction is divided into 8 parts, each part is called 1/8. Okay. So somebody use the same information and tell me what is 1/16. Not everything is same. Just change it up a bit and fill it in. Need one person. Samuel. Okay. Yes, very good. Very simple. Samuel is saying 1/16 is when a whole is divided into 16 equal parts. Very good. So here I have my definition of what is 1/8 and what is 1/16. Okay, so when a whole is divided into 8 equal parts, they are called eighths. See here? The whole is divided into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one part alone, if you look here, it's called a 1/8. Okay. Now the next one here is what is 1/16. When a whole is divided into 16 equal parts, they are called 16ths. So if you look here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 equal parts. This rectangle has been divided into 16 equal parts. And one of the parts from the whole is called 1/16. Okay, so I'm going to put this up. You guys can copy it. Okay, so the information was put up there for you guys to see. And now we're going to do a little activity using our online approach. Remember, I told you earlier in the lesson that it's going to be a little different from before. So now I'm going to access what we call the whiteboard. Just like how we have our chalkboard in school, this will be the whiteboard. So I'm going to put up the whiteboard, put out some information on it. You're going to read. We're going to read together, and we are going to solve some questions. Okay, I need you guys to be in your groups, group 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you guys know your groups, and we are going to work these questions per group. Okay, not every question is for everyone. This is different levels of question for the different types of learners. All right, so let's access that whiteboard now, and let's learn some stuff. Okay, people, so here we are at the whiteboard, just like back in school. Okay, so what I'm going to do is draw some shapes here, and I'm going to put some scenario up. What are you going to do now in your designated group? The question directed to you, you're going to answer them. So we're going to work on this together here, and you're going to choose, and I will pick them out for you. All right, so okay, so I'm going to pose a scenario now, and in your groups, if you're group 1, group 2, group 3, the question there will be directed to you. So let's read the instruction. Use parts of shapes to depict the fraction in the following scenario on the whiteboard. So group 1, this will be your part. Father gave Anne 1/8 of her allowance. Fraction there, 1/8. So what are you going to do for me now? I'm going to pose the shapes right around here, and you are going to choose from it. You have to choose what would be 1/8 of the total. The second question is, what fraction are 1 of 16? Should be is. One fraction is 1 of 16. Okay, so you're going to tell me what is 1 of 16. The question was, everyone at the party got 1/16 of the birthday cake. So here's your birthday cake. You're going to divide it. Remember, your task is a little bit more difficult than the first group. Okay, so you are going to divide this into 16 pieces, equal pieces. I know you're gonna think that 16 pieces, this cake, everybody will get small pieces, but no, it's a big cake. Okay, it's a big cake, so everybody get enough to fill there. So you're going to divide this circle, this cake, and you're going to shade to show 1/16. Okay, and your second question is, what fraction are 4 of 64? So this rectangle is divided into 64 equal parts, 8 by 8. Okay, so you're going to shade and shade from this shape, and you're going to tell me at the end what fraction you got. All right, and group 3 question. Mary divided her pizza into 16 slices. If she gave her 4 sisters 1 slice each and her 4 brothers 2 slices each also, what fraction of the pizza does each person gets? So, as you know, their tasks will be a little more difficult than the others. Okay, so time's up. Everybody pay attention to the whiteboard. And let's get to work and let's discuss what we have. Okay, so group 1. All the group 1 members, everybody just pay attention. Group 1 members. Good. So first question was, father gave Anne 1/8 of her allowance. So we use a rectangle. I divided it into 8 equal parts. Now, group 1, looking at the shape and its divided parts, how many parts do you think we have to shade to show Anne's allowance? Okay, Victor. Yes, Victor is saying 1 part. Is he correct, everyone? Yes, does anyone disagree? Good, so I'm guessing that everyone got the same answer, correct? Very good, so we're going to shade 1 part. Okay, so we're gonna mark the 1 part for her allowance, which is this 1 square. Okay, so our next question. What fraction is R2 of 16? What do you have? Someone please volunteer. Okay, Tracy. Okay, Tracy saying you have to shade 2 of 16. So we're gonna put star into 2 of 16. Okay, so what is the next step, class? Okay, so you count them. So we shade 2 from the 16. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we're to write this as a fraction, 2 upon 16. And looking at this, 2 upon 16, we can either leave it that way or we can also break it down. And this is how you break it down. You look at the number that could divide the numerator and the denominator at the same time. So what is a number that we could divide the top number and the bottom number at the same time? Very good, Patrick. 2. So 2 into 2, 1. 2 into 16, 8. So our fraction there would be 1 upon 8. Okay, so that's some extra knowledge for you guys there. Please copy it, group 1. And the other groups could copy this too in their books. Okay, so group 2. We'll work on our questions now. First question was, everyone at the party got 1/16 of the birthday cake. You see here, the cake is already divided. So 1/16 of this birthday cake. What is the procedure that you took, group 2? So someone going to volunteer and share with us what they did. Stefan, good. Good. So Stefan is saying that he divided it just as this and he shaded 1 part. So let's do that. We're going to put this stamp here, 1 part. So the fraction was 1 upon 16. So we put 1 shaded part over the 16 parts. For this is going to be 1, which would be the shaded part, over the entire whole, which is 16 parts. It's very straightforward. All we had to do was divided it and mark off 1 part per 1/16. Okay, so next one was, what fraction are 4 of 64? 4 of 64. Okay, go ahead, Shamir. All right. Okay, very good. So Shamir shaded 4 parts. So can we shade any parts? Any 4 part? We can't? Are you sure about that? Class? Yes, we can shade any 4 parts. So we're gonna shade this 4 part now. So looking at the shaded part of the whole, let's write the fraction for it. So 4 over 64. We could leave it as this, or we could break it down. So what your question was, Mary divided her pizza into 16 slices if she gave her 4 sisters 1 slice each and her 4 brothers 2 slices each, what fraction of the pizza does each person get? Okay, so here we have our pizza divided into 16 slices. So let's look at it. Somebody from group 3 or some of you from group 3 gather information and help us to solve this question. Someone volunteer and tell us what procedure did you take to solve this question. Go ahead, Madonna. Okay, so Madonna said that she wrote down her key terms first. So let's do that. Let's write them down. So go ahead, Madonna. So 12 from 16 is 4. Okay. Now, someone from the group could share with the class and tell us how much does Mary have to herself? Question mark to show Mary. So Mary has how much? For 16 of the whole to herself. Very good. Recap of what we learned in our lesson today. We learned that 1/8 is when a whole is divided into how many equal parts? Yes, 8 equal parts. And 1/16 is when a whole is divided into, very good, 16 equal parts. That's the definition for 1/8 and 1/16. Our objectives were fulfilled. You learned to define what are 1/8 and 1/16. We used real life application of fraction, which you guys would be able to apply it. And you learn to identify the fractions correctly, which I'm very much proud of you. So this has brought us to the end of our lesson. I know you guys had a wonderful time. So did I. I enjoyed using the new approach with you guys, the new ICT approach. And you guys have your homework. Please do it and send it to the WhatsApp group so we can all discuss it for our next class. Thank you again for participating and see you next time.